Hey guys, interruptions, interruptions. It never fails. I make a video or I'm trying to watch a video and I get interrupted all the time. I'm sorry for that. So anyway, I want to talk about dating. Okay, so in my program, they're not going to let me, they don't let me date. They don't let me get a job. They don't let me move, trying to move, buy a house, all this stuff. I got pre-approved for one of the programs, a federal program, to buy a house. I don't have any cash right now, but there's other programs out there, you guys, where you could try to buy a house. If you don't have a whole lot of money. There's down payment assistance, there's closing cost assistance, there's there's all kinds of programs out there in Minnesota. Anyway, Minnesota, Wisconsin, like northeastern Wisconsin. Right across the bridge from us, because we're kind of connected. We do our city buses go over there and take care of Superior, Wisconsin and stuff. Because they're not very big, so our city buses go over there. So lots of programs in this area. For buying a house and all this stuff. Okay, so, I'll talk dating a little bit, I was watching my friends and they're married, they have houses, nice houses and good jobs and all this stuff, and my life feels like it's passing by me. So dating, I'll talk about dating really quick. What, are we gonna, are they just gonna ruin, if you're a high target, are they gonna ruin, they're gonna ruin it for you? I got in touch with a couple ex-girlfriends and all that stuff, and oh my god, they were like, oh, it sounds like mental illness and blah blah blah. They looked for a reason. One girl said I was for Trump, and I was at that time, and now I'm not, because I think he's loony. But she was like, you're for Trump, I'm not talking to you anymore, and she blocked me on Facebook. She, her kids were grown, and she was free. I'm thinking, well, she's free. We could go out and travel, go to Vegas, go to, have some fun together, travel and all this stuff. And she's like, whoa, it sounds like mental illness when I mentioned this to her. And she looked for a reason to block me. It really is amazing. They will get to everyone to make sure you don't have any damn friends. You think these guys are gonna let you have a girlfriend? You think there's a girl that's gonna be wanting to be watched by these guys? There's well, I'm not gonna go into that, but so it's it's I don't know. What do you say about it? What do we do? How do we get past that? There somebody was talking a while back about starting a TI dating site, which I think would be a good idea if you could screen, so you could screen the people, make sure they're real TIs. If somebody's not a TI, ban them, But that would be a very good idea, to do a TI dating site to try to connect people that way. Has to be done by a real TI, you guys. I couldn't really do it. I really don't know how to build a website. Believe me, I thought about it. Thought about paying for it and everything. It would be a good thing if you could start up a TI, targeted individual dating site. If you could get real TIs in there, but it would be infiltrated. But if you could find out who the infiltrators were, you could kick them out, So there's one option. Try to do something like that, But they're gonna put if you met a real TI that they couldn't turn, oh my gosh, they would put, they would try to sabotage that in a heartbeat. They would really try to sabotage that in a heartbeat. So the main point of my video is that our friends and family are moving on with our lives. So, what, I mean, where do our lives go from here? You know, where do our lives go from here? You know, I mean, are we just gonna make videos? You know, I mean, VW's making videos, Brian 2's making videos for years. You know, I mean, they're going on 7-8 years of making videos. I'm going on a few years on and off. You know, quite a few years on and off. You know, I started my page up quite a few times. You know, and I keep on losing subscribers. You know, so where does our life go from here? Are we just gonna sit here and make videos and get tortured and just put up with it? Like, okay, you know, I'm just gonna sit here and take it. You know, I mean, is this our life? You know, where you watch people make videos and you know, I mean, they put out information and all this stuff, but it's, you know, I mean, how much information do we have to keep on putting out? You know what I mean? I mean, the information's out there. It's time to move on from that. You know what I mean? So, I mean, we just, what do we do? I mean, we just sit there for 7 years and make videos. You know, I've been making videos for a long time too, and you know, I try to move on with my life, but they put a roadblock in it. You know, so what do we do? How do we move on? You know, everyone else is moving on with their life. They're getting married. They have good jobs. They have family. You know, they buy a house. How do we move on being a targeted individual? I mean, do we start businesses to support our cause? Do we open up a dating site to connect real TIs who want to find somebody so they're not alone? You know, if you could find a real TI that's getting hit, you'd have such a strong connection with that person. You know, you would have a bond, unexplainable bond with that person if she was real. You know, so if you are a real TI and you're being tortured and you met somebody that was going through the same thing you are and they couldn't turn her, you know, and you two stuck it all together, you'd be powerful. You know, there would be a bond between you two that they couldn't break. You know, if you had each other's back, you'd be unstoppable. Would that ever happen? Would they let that happen? You know, they're going to throw a perp in there. They're going to throw a perp in there. Maybe a sexy perp to try to derail that plan. You know, and stuff. But how do we move on? Are we just going to sit here and make videos and put out information? You know, I mean, you know what I mean? It's, what is it doing? You're telling people about this, and then what? What? And then what? What's, you know, what? What is it doing? You know, I mean, it's not stopping this. You know, well, I mean, it just, we're not getting anywhere. We're turning our wheels, and we're not getting anywhere. You know, it's like, okay, every job I've had, I've got a promotion. You know, you get a job and you work hard and you do good work and all this stuff, hoping to get that promotion. You always want to move up the ladder. I do anyway. You know, every job I've had, I've gotten a promotion. You know, there was a job in the medical field where I was working with clients. They had a little extra funding. They created a position for me. You know, they created a position for me, and they interviewed a lot of people, but everyone knew that position was mine. You know, I got the job. you know. So you get a job and you want to look for the next big thing. You want to look for a promotion and all this stuff. I want to look for, how do we get out of these walls we're trapped in. I mean, there's more out there than just sitting here making videos and talking about this stuff, going on those calls and talking about this stuff. There's more. How do we break out of this prison, and move on with our lives like our friends? They're living life. We can't, we can't look at we can't look at this like we're just unlucky. My life sucks shit. I'm a TI. My life sucks shit, and this is the way it's gonna be. Why even get out of bed in the morning? We gotta lift ourselves up and say, enough of this. We gotta break out of those walls. How do we do it? We need to create tools. Let's start a dating site. I'll check into doing it myself, you guys. I'll check into it. I don't know if I can build a website. I don't know if you could get like a pre-made website. I'll check into it. I think it'd be cool to have a dating site if you could screen the people. I mean, there's you got your regular perps and stuff. You can ban those people, out of there. But how do we break out of this prison? How do we move on? Interact with people, other real TIs. We're so infiltrated. I know it's hard, but how do we do it? How do we move on? I don't know. It's I get a little jealous when I see my friends living life. I'm stuck here living in this room. I have my commercial driver's license. I've taken nursing classes. My resume, it's it's interesting because I've went into so many fields in my lifetime. I have a lot of skills I can do, and I'm sitting here. I know I could be making big bucks right now being a truck driver. Some guys are making $80,000 a year. Some people are making $60,000 a year. You'd have a wife. She could do whatever she wanted. Do you want to work? Do you want to sit at home? Do you want to? You know what I mean? I could be in that position to provide that. And a lot of us could. And we're sitting here. We're sitting in our condo. We're sitting overseas. We're sitting in my room. There's got to be more in life than this, you guys. There's got to be more to life than this. Is this it? We can't accept this. We gotta try to make our life better. We gotta stop living this life 24/7 and let it rule our life. We gotta move on somehow. Do we? What do we do to move on? I guess is the question. So anyway, I'm gonna cut this off. My point. Do you know the point I'm trying to get at? How do we break out of this bubble? We have to create it ourselves. Real TIs. Let's do a dating site or something. Let's. It has to be done by real TIs, not the perps. If it's done by the perps, everyone's gonna be a damn perp. And people probably think I'm paranoid because I talk about perps all the time. It's because I get perped all the time, you guys. I get perped all the time online. All the time. I'm not paranoid. I get perped by these people. Why they don't perp other people, I don't know. But I get perped. I'm not just calling people out, oh, you're a perp, blah, blah, blah. No, you have to do something. I get perped by these people. Anyway, I'm going to cut this off. I'm sorry, it's Saturday night. I'm having a couple drinks and all this stuff. Do you guys know what I'm trying to say, though? I wish we could break out of this and try to make our life better instead of just sitting here, well, I'm at Target and it's depressing and I'm gonna go to bed now, blah. You know what I mean? Let's lift ourselves up, you know, and do something about it. You know, there's a new administration moving in. We gotta start contacting people, you guys. We gotta create things to make our life better. We gotta be creative. You know what I mean? We gotta break out of this bubble. So anyway, I'm gonna cut this off, and I hope you guys are encouraged. You know, I wish I had help to do something instead of being depressed all the time. Yeah, I'm not depressed, but I watch other TIs and they're depressing. You know, and they bring you down and make you feel like shit. You know, we gotta stop doing that. You know. Anyway, I'm gonna cut this off. I hope you guys have a good weekend, and I'll talk to you later.